What is going on, YouTube? John from Emphatic coming to you with the latest Emphatic War recap. CCL Week 4, Emphatic Elite versus Cold September, and we're just going to go ahead and start out. We're going to show them tripling us. They had a guy who gemmed all of his camps, all of his hero levels, so this is a 100% max account going on a typical anti-2 that I was stupid enough to leave up. This base was my responsibility, and I did not have an opportunity to go and set it to the anti-3 that I built just before this war started. So we get to see the awesome power of these 11s that really lead me to believe that 10v11 is going to be extinct here, or just be a scouting game. I think we're going to be looking at anti-3s because not only does it get a lot of suicide value here, but, I mean, you just see the deployment is going to come out with the balloons here in a moment. After he gets Queen, and I think he got an air defense, got a nice path set up, and he got the CC. And watch this deployment. Here we go. Let's get all the haste down. Drop 4 fingers on the screen. Maybe slide our hands a little bit. Boom. That is that for this, and we're just going to truck him through, guide him through his spells. So, yeah, that's 11v11 anti-2 for you. You know, he's got a heal spell too. Pops his ability on one, puts a heal spell on the other Inferno, and just works their way through, and another rage down. I mean, I'm doing this in all my farm raids right now, although I'm bringing a clone spell. And it's that easy, and I do feel I need to address this a little bit since I kind of started on Twitter. Originally, I was just busting their balls for having a gem account. You know, I made a fair play credit card comment and watched Twitter blow up while I was asleep, which was funny. But they had mentioned that DTH deserves no shame, and I agree. DTH does not deserve any shade for going through and gemming. You know, fair play to him. What the problem is with their leadership, come to find out, he was marked down as a 45-45-20. No reason for our guys to assume that he was gemmed. And, you know, just misrepresented. So it's kind of like a violation of trust here with this league where we have it set up with clans that we trust to not disclose properly that they have somebody who gemmed all their stuff to mask, because honestly I would have a hard time to believe that our guys would agree to allow him to be in the war, considering that we don't have the resources to go ahead, and our guys just aren't choosing to go and gem this all to be the top advantage. So really they're just underpowered against this war, and even though we had an atrocious Town Hall 9 hit rate, Cold September's was worse. Although both teams left a 9 standing. And Emphatic Elite had 6 Town Hall triples to Cold September's 5. We did leave a Town Hall 11 1-starred, but even then, the difference in the war was the guy who went and gemmed his stuff, got the 6-pack, and that's really the gist of it. Is I don't have a problem with the guy going and doing it. I have a problem with the way leadership did not represent it to or disclose it to us. This raid's kind of funny because it came down to the very last second, and I think that's just a bogus violation of trust there, personally. So, you know, that's all. That's the only real thing that I have that's just you know, a little bit of an eyebrow raise. So, whatever. War's over. They won. Talked a lot of shit on Twitter. Made it into the little soapbox saying that they're pretty good at doing. So, it was fun. But eventually everybody will be on the same playing field, and their advantage will be gone. So, we'll see how they go from there. I think I'm showing all 6 of our triples in here. We had one right at the buzzer. Another issue that we had was we had an 11 miss both of his attacks. A work crisis came up where he was physically unable to go do anything. So guy works at a prison, and it was like a max security lockdown or something like that. So absolutely unable to do his attacks, and that will happen, unfortunately. It did happen here. Real life does trump all. So I mean, there's no real reason to hate the guy. It's a bummer, but hopefully we've made enough adjustments here to give him the opportunity to do his hits early and not have to wait, just in case that happens again. So, especially if he's on a day shift. Because, yeah, actually, I think... I don't remember. Did we lose by 2? Maybe if you rewind it, we see. I think we did lose by 2. So, honestly, that really wouldn't have changed much unless he was able to get a triple. Which he really could have, because we were close on base 4. We had the right idea. It was just... for me, I had to raid on a different account using BlueStacks, and I just could not get the speed going with a mouse to be able to pull off the tag. So really, Town Hall 11, we just got to figure out how to best utilize our planning so that the guys can go in and that have the capabilities to do a little bit more advanced attacks can go in and do them and not go and do them fresh because they're tired of waiting. So, which did happen here. Almost ran out of loons here. So yeah, with this update, we just really got to do a lot of adjusting to make sure we are doing our best to properly utilize everybody. And here's AW after before he realized just how bad Infernos were. So, but he still manages to just breed in a mass bowler kill squad. But you see here, he's got a wide open core. And a single target Inferno, so he's thinking he's going to swarm the Infernal that's probably not going to get hit by the kill squad. So I can see why he'd plan to do this without any knowledge of the new Infernos yet. But you see he just sends in a mass horde of bowlers. And I think he's got a couple of rage spells to lead them through. And they're just going to truck through this base. And does he? Yeah, he does drop a heal spell for him. I think somebody maybe told him to drop a heal. I don't know. But, oh yeah, so the Infernal's reachable. That's probably why. Friendly Queen walked, which kind of helped this raid out. And you see the Hogs just filtering in there and taking everything out. It's only point defenses left, so they're not going to keep up. There we go. 100%. I don't know how fresh that base was. I don't think we got anybody fresh. Honus. And this one's sort of looking like newer meta because the Infernals are nicely placed back by the core too, so it's not an easy get. And you're seeing he's coming in still with this little Lalo. I think this was attacked a few times. In fact, I think I scouted it. But again, this war was so weird with timings. I scouted this in a car, so I wasn't able to do exactly everything I had to do. I think I was on my way to a Christmas party or something. I don't know. Or Christmas groceries because we hosted, so I had to go get stuff. Sends in his wall breakers to go through and do the other break. Queen's gonna go get the first Inferno. Handle the King. Gonna get stuck on the Hound too. So this Inferno's gonna beat on the Queen for a while, but Inferno alone's not gonna touch the Queen Rush with healers on her. Tried sending a wizard to help, but the wizard had other ideas. minions come pick up some pups. And she's going to continue on. We're going to start the Lalo here. You know, great path to work around. Some loons split off. They don't go and get the Inferno. Get a rage spell down to help. And I think we run out of... Yeah, we did run out of loons. So it's the queen and the pups finishing us off. It's a nice raid to Hannes. And then we got in and out with the clutch final triple. I think I'm showing just the 2 9s who had 6-packs. We only had 2 9s with 6-packs. That's a bad war. I don't know what happened. Was not able to pay attention enough to see what was going on. But there's just... I think it was like... I want to say it was like 40% to 38%. It was that bad. That's a weird compartment set up there. Actually, this is another one I scouted, and I scouted it with his plan, with In and Out's plan earlier. And it came to our attention we had to do a lot better job funneling to make sure everything went in. And they actually moved it from the spot that I scouted, which was a smart move because then they have the queen to help drag everybody in. So we get a massive amount of bowlers in there that's just going through and crushing a lot of stuff. Healers lock onto the bowlers too to keep them up. And we should be starting the hogs any time now, especially once that Inferno goes down, so that it gets rid of the giant bomb possibility. There we go. Giant comes in to tank the intro. And the hogs will do their part to start sweeping through. We get a heal spell down. Get a poison spell down too, because there's a skeleton trap that's there, I believe. Was there? I see some ghosts, so maybe. But nice final heal spell to lead everybody to the end, and then that's a cleanup. Nice raid to In and Out. Still a beast. Post update. We got Dirt being a monster against iTime Fail. I think Dirt is playing on Booby now too, so we have him working his magic 10v10. I'm pretty sure he was in the One Hive video. He may have been in this video too, I don't remember. Since I had addressed ugliness. This was a fresh one too, I believe. Because you'll see he's going to bring a jump spell, but he's not quite sure that's going to work right, so... Which it doesn't. Jump spells and queens are a little bit fickle. I think this guy left this compartment open too. I don't understand that. Anytime I ever saw it opening our canals of Town Hall 9, it just said, take this. Okay. And more often than not, I end up with a triple. Canals were a stupid meta when they were up. And I see him on Town Hall 11s too, and I always see him being exploited in the TWC recaps I watch. There we go, there's that jump spell. And what's she going to do? What's she want? She wants something. We're not sure what. What she saw. Maybe she wants that queen altar really bad. I think that's where she goes after. So we swag a jump spell. And really this helps out pretty good too, because the queen's going to go work on this back end. Which includes taking down one of the back end wizard towers. And just the amount of base he's taken is OP, so... There we go. We are going to start funneling around and work our way up the back end. Actually, we lost all the loons, so it's the minions. Oh, no, they hit a red bomb. This one wasn't a fresh triple. I had to break my rule of only showing fresh trips just to get a couple of Town Hall 9s in here. But this was the only other person who six-packed, so... Six-pack is a six-pack. Thanks for contributing positively, sir. So I think I'm going to actually start scrolling through and shouting out the six-packers of these wars too, because I think we're going to get a lot more raids to show, especially at the higher end, that I might have to start being choosy. So, which means I might have to pay attention more. I don't want to pay attention more. So maybe it'll be like old school Town Hall 9 where I just found a random one, and if it looked like shit, it still made it because I didn't know. I didn't know until I was recording. Ends up leaving up the X bonus intro. And tries to fix it by sending a couple of back end or loons away from his kill squad. Does not have any hounds left, so got a heal spell to work with that last. I don't know how many times this base was hit. Not that it matters because we can't dip it anyways, being CCL. But there we go. Slowly working their way around to finally their targeting defense. Get the minion down to clean up, and that's a wrap. So, it was a close raid. Good job to Mr. 305. Good war. Like I said, big controversial, but shit happens. So, sooner or later, everybody will be on an even playing field again. So, we don't have to worry about it too much longer. That's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching.